Oh yeah. Yes, we are back.
We are back.
Strip for you, strip for me, cause I want you to. Strip. Oh, robot voice. Built like a truck. I fuck for a buck.
Cock like a truck.
Yes, that is Man to Man Parrish, the ultimate gay anthem that no one's ever heard of.
Cover photo, that.
Hi, I'm Ethan McKinley. I'm the host of 2 Minute Terminator.
And I'm Ellie Fitzgerald.
We've actually got quality sound for the first time in a month.
Yay!
With an actual sound desk and professional mics.
Woo!
We are still working on the Skype thing. I've got that very piece of equipment I mentioned a couple of days ago. And we're going to fix it, hopefully, with you here and a second brain. That was Man to Man Parrish, the song Male Stripper. You can see it in the show notes below the show. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Although I'm just engaged right now.
It's a pretty engaging video, isn't it? I used to be a stripper in a pickup bar.
Engaging.
Is the chorus.
It's engaging.
But as we're talking about men in leather in factory floors where that video is shot. Not the same factory floor, in fact, but I guess the fake smelting plant / studio where they filmed one of the final battles in Terminator 2. Judgment Day.
Hit the music.
Yes.
Watch out for machines, they're unstoppable. Watch out for machines, they will rule the world.
That was a really good intro.
You think so?
Yeah.
That was like an actual professional radio interview.
Yeah.
Having said that, as I always say, whenever we listen to these back, it's never actually as good as we think it is at the time, and the things we thought that were rubbish turn out to be the best episodes.
No, whenever you say something shit, it's always good.
It's a bit radio DJ. It was like, that was Man to Man Parrish, male stripper.
No, you're just doing, that was Man to Man
I'm
stripper.
talking in the BBC
Retrospective.
radio voice.
Radio voice.
Well, you can thank him that we've got a show again because thanks to the phone numbers he gave us, we embargoed our show, or unembargoed, or unreleased, or whatever we did.
Whatever. Thank you.
We expunged our record. Thank you, Oliver Harper. Yes, it's episode 63. That's a lie. Let's start again.
64.
Well,
Or is it 65?
it's probably 65.
I think it's 65.
Yeah, because I've gone off my old notes.
It was the episode of Summer of 65.
Summer of 65. When it's singing that song, it reminds me of that job I did in the summer.
It was the summer of 65.
And I had to take care of Brian Adams and all his drinks and stuff on the bar. This fucking obnoxious woman like glommed onto him. She's like, Brian would like a drink. And he was just there like going, get this woman away from me. Get this woman away from me.
What are you talking about?
I worked at a party and this man was so rich he paid Brian Adams to come and sing at his party.
He paid Brian Adams to sing at his party. Oh my fucking god.
So Brian Adams is basically stuck at this bar with a bunch of rabble, regular people. I think some of you haven't recognised him because he hadn't gone on stage yet. But this woman was like, Brian wants a drink. This is Brian. I was like, hello, Brian. I can see that is Brian to this woman. Brian, are you all right? Is this woman bothering you?
What the fuck?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Poor Brian.
The life of a mix... What's it you are?
The life of a mixologist.
Mixologist.
Ugh, God, I fucking hate that term.
Mixologist. What would you call it?
Bartender.
Bartender.
You make fucking drinks. Why does everyone like have to give some like faux dignity to their job?
Is it like is it the ist?
Oh, I'm a human resources technician. What, you just fire people? Great.
Do you reckon if you put an ology or an ist on...
Well, there's other things
the
now.
end of
There's
anything,
like
you can make it
aromatics people, and they go to parties and they like have this like wooden box of like Dr. Frankenstein potions with little pipettes we squeeze, but in the old style. And they'll bring like an Edison bulb light with them, fucking assholes. And they'll be like dropping essence of rose petal and a fucking thing like they're making perfumes, and they put it in drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
So these dried up old middle-aged women. Ugh. Get me out of here. Anyway, it's episode 65. We're going from 128 minutes to 130 minutes. That's the 2 hour 8 minute mark to the 2 hour 10 minute mark. The liquid nitrogen truck jackknifes, and then it ends with the T1000 frozen in that famous. Oh, my arm fell off. Look.
Liquid nitrogen.
And Ellie is in studio for once, and being, for some reason, has still got the 3 second Skype delay.
3 second Skype delay. Fuck off.
Shut up. Right.
So we have big plans.
Well, the first bit of trivia I would like to cover. Oh, we've got some mailbag, by the way.
Oh, we've got mailbag.
We have got mailbag.
Okay.
I don't know who it's from. Pretty well. We can pretty good guess who it's from. Our only goddamn listener. We thank him for his service.
See, I've just like made. Normally I do mailbag, right?
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Okay, let's mix it up. You read that mailbag.
Is it about the Hawk grenade launcher?
What?
Oh yeah, I'm wrong. It's the no. Oh god, feel some air, Ellie.
Okay.
God.
So we are looking at the Terminator, doing his weird kind of robot.
That's great. Thanks, Ellie. Right, our first letter is
into-
from John Nichols, who watched Meat Spin at the last episode we included.
Oh, we're back to Meat Spin, are we?
Yeah. What can I say? Some things you cannot unwatch. The thing with Meat Spin, if you go on the website, I didn't realise for at least 200 spins that I'd been rickrolled, basically.
What do you mean?
If you don't turn it off within a few seconds, it kind of locks onto your computer and you can't get rid of it. So if you're at work, theoretically, I'm not going to ruin it for any listeners, but if you go, I'll just link it to this one as well. But yeah, if you click on Meat Spin, you go past about 30 spins, you're clearly an idiot. And then you have to close 2 windows in order to close it. And if you can't work that out, it just keeps spinning on your screen.
Oh, God.
To Dead or Alive's You Spin Me Right Round.
You spin me right round.
Strangely, the lead singer of that, Pete Burns, has nothing to spin anymore, I don't think.
No.
Maybe he does. Does he?
Is he not smooth between the legs?
I think Pete Burns has got the lot. That's Perino Eden. You probably slept with him.
Oh my God, Ethan! You can't.
Okay, so
Slander.
John Nichols from 2 months ago. Sorry, John, I didn't see your letter.
Oh my God.
We have a fact attack and trivia schmivia.
Okay, fact attack.
No, this isn't a fact attack, Ellie. That was just him mentioning it in the thing. Can I read the letter? Do you want to read the letter, actually? Go on. You're the site reader.
Okay. Wait, I need to be able to see it. Okay, so we have a fact attack and trivia schmivia. From now on, in every show, we should. Okay.
Oh God.
Ethan, you read it.
Okay, so we have fact attack and trivia schmivia. From now on, in every show, we should have a listomania, where Ethan and Ellie goes through a reel of a list of random shit straight out of that cavernous cranium of his. Here's one to start you off. A list of actors who either, in the film or in real life, ride Harleys. One of my faves being Mickey Rourke in the Harley Davidson The Marlboro Man movie. The hog he rides in that movie is smoking. Now, whenever someone says a hog, I always think of a giant dick.
Yeah, same.
To guess what a Harley is anyway.
Yeah.
So, who do we know who rides a Harley in real life and in the movies?
Who do we know that rides a Harley?
I know Arnold Schwarzenegger owns at least one Harley in real life.
Kurt Russell?
I don't know. All right, here's the ones I know. George Clooney owns a Harley in real life. Actually, that's a lie. George Clooney owns an Indian motorcycle in real life, the one with the kind of the Indian lamp on the front fender. Brad Pitt rides lots of custom choppers, but I've never seen him on a Harley. Mickey Rourke, I think, has Harley. Stallone, I think, has probably had a Harley in his time. Brian Bosworth, obviously the famous American football player, rode a Harley in Stone Cold. Go on.
I can't think of any.
Oh God! All right.
Oh God! It's dead.
Famous people with Harleys. Right, here we go. Yes, Bruce Willis obviously rides one in Pulp Fiction. I'm sorry, I forgot that one. Travolta, Martin Lawrence. Who else is in? The motherfuckers in those 4 douchebags in Wild Hogs.
In what? Wild Hogs?
Yeah.
What's that?
Wild Hogs is that kind of midlife crisis movie with John Travolta and Martin Lawrence. I think Adam Sandler and I think Kevin...
Adam Sandler? Fucking hell.
Here we go. Wild Hogs.
Adam Sandler's been in a film with John Travolta.
It's apparently a pretty awful movie, but my mum liked it. Yeah, here we go. Tim Allen, Martin Lawrence, John Travolta, and William H. Macy. Wild Hogs.
Oh my god. I didn't even know this.
Now, I know in real life Travolta likes giving Hummers as opposed to riding Harleys.
In no way do we besmirch Scientology. Ever. Yeah, what?
What? Ray Liotta's in Wild Hogs, so I guess he rides a Harley. God, this is actually a good one. I'm stumped. My cavernous cranium is no more.
Who else rides a Harley?
Judge Janine Perot on her street glide. That's the man in the picture, so I don't understand that. Tom Cruise doesn't have a Harley, but he rode up, I think, to the War of the Worlds premiere on some custom motorcycle. It's not a Harley Davidson, as the Google image would suggest.
Are there any Harleys in Lost Boys?
Adam Grenier is on a Harley in one of the episodes of Entourage. David Beckham obviously rides kit bikes. They're not Harleys, but they are kind of like custom choppers. Shia LaBeouf rides one in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Peter Fonda rode Harleys, obviously with Dennis Hopper in Easy Rider.
Easy Rider.
Anyone else? Ewan McGregor, of course, famously rode a Harley in the when he went around the world on that bike. I think you'd like that, Ellie.
What?
That series around the world with Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman.
Why? Why would I like it?
Because it's hard. It's motorcycles. It's an adventure. Ewan McGregor's quite a likeable, down-to-earth screen presence.
That does sound quite entertaining.
He constantly does Star Wars references in it, which is
Oh
funny.
yeah, I'm out.
Okay. Ellie watched Star Wars last week and was unmoved, as we said. Here's a lovely picture of Arnold and Malia on a Harley.
Oh wow. Oh, that's quite a sexy picture. Oh, that's his missus.
He wasn't banging his nanny.
Kennedy.
Jay Leno's got a Harley. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Apparently he's got the world's best
Ethan
car collection.
McKinley's got a Harley. Yeah, he's in that movie, that Arthur and Merlin.
Arthur and Merlin.
Actually, didn't you say there was going to be...
I forgot. Renegade. With Lorenzo Lamas, the TV show about the renegade ex-cop who solved mysteries in his spare time. Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man? Yes.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Come on, Ellie. Dead air, dude.
Well, no. I'm hoping we can move away from Harley Davidson.
Okay. That was the badly done list.
Terminator?
We should talk about Terminator.
We should talk about Terminator. But thank you, John.
Yeah. We should have prepared for that before the show as opposed to doing it live and on air. I apologise.
Stop apologising, Ethan. Anyway, so, right. Okay, have you got any facts for us in this 2 minutes?
I do. Lots of trivia.
Okay. Right. Can I fact attack it?
Do whatever you want, Ellie.
Fact attack.
Never gets old, does it? Right. Basically, the truck is ramming the back of that little gardener's shack truck thing with a shed on the back, whatever it is. Arnold, playing the T800, sorry, has run up the front of the truck. Obviously, the stuntman Peter Kent did this great live moving shot, and then he shoots the shit out of the T1000. And there's a lovely freeze frame of that on episode 64, which I got the perfect moment. It's really cool. Nice. With bullet holes in his face. He then just basically punches through the windshield and turns the truck. Now, the truck spin and flip was all done live in camera. Remarkably, and then the truck, as you can see, is dragged on wires there. You see?
Oh shit! Yeah.
So all this bit was done, even the bit with Arnold on top. They were dragging the truck. That's obviously rear projection when Sarah and John are in the car.
Yeah.
and it's being seen from behind. But all this bit with the truck was done live, and that then is basically a miniature.
Okay.
That's a miniature. So as the truck snaps into, and the liquid nitrogen obviously pours out of it, that's all miniature work.
Okay.
This obviously is full scale, and the bit where we see the T1000 like climbing out of the cab of the truck and jumping out in this kind of like it's singing in the rain time. Basically, that's all.
We work hard. We play hard.
Well, the large miniatures were done by Gene Warren Jr. Did you know that, Ellie?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, well, Gene Warren Jr. obviously is a part of Fantasy 2, the effects group that did the prologue to the first Terminator with the HKs and the rear force scale miniatures. So you've got like the large skull in the distance, and it like tapers out into the background, and the flying HK flies by. Yeah. And all that stuff. That's Fantasy 2, the company that did all those kind of like in-camera miniature effects, which still actually look really good, considering. He's still working. No, he's not. I guess he's retired now. His last film that he worked on, Gene Warren Jr., not Senior, was The Expendables, but he's also worked on Underworld, Rise of the Lycans, Underworld Evolution, The Punisher, Underworld, The Core. Have you ever seen The Core, Ellie?
No, what's The Core?
The world is ending. And to basically the magma under the earth that spins around its core essentially is slowing down and going to stop. And for the world to work again, they need to get the magma flowing. So for some reason, they have to deliver a nuclear bomb to the Earth's core. To do that, they build this like weird submarine that won't melt in lava. And then they fly inside the planet. It's called the core.
And they made a movie out of that.
Yeah, it's got Hilary Swank and Checky Carrier, the French actor, who played Nostradamus. It's all right. Everyone dies horribly.
Never heard of it.
The Mothman prophecies, Ellie. Have you ever seen
Mothman
that?
Mothman.
What is wrong with you today?
I don't know.
You're turning into me. I'm the consummate professional radio man. You're always telling me off for not giving you any airtime, and I go over to you, Ellie. You go, wuzzle wuzzle.
Mothman prophecies. Mothman.
Strange Days. That's one you have to watch, Ellie.
Why?
Strange Days, basically, it's about virtual reality, and they've got these recorders that they wear on their head, and it records your experience. They then sell the recording of that to people on the black market. So there's like women having sex with women, and you can like wear the headset, and you can experience what it's like to be that woman had sex with another woman. There's like bank robbery ones, there's snuff ones where people get murdered with the headset on, and you get to feel what it is to die and stuff. So James Cameron produced it, and he's
which movie is this?
It's called Strange Days with Ralph Fiennes stars in it.
Can we watch this, please?
Yeah. Yeah. Catherine Bigelow directed it. She did The Hurt Locker and Point Break.
Oh,
and
good
Near
movie.
Dark, the vampire film you've never seen either. James Cameron produced it, so the pedigree's there, and it links it back to this show, which I'm happy about.
Nice. Ethan's throwing hairbands left, right, and centre.
Yeah. Now, he's the son of Gene Warren Sr. He passed away in 1997. He's born in 1916, but he works on The Time Machine. He works on
The
the
Crow.
Yeah, City of Angels. That's one of the last
Tom
ones
Thumb.
Tom
I
Thumb.
love Tom Thumb.
Yeah, so
Gene Warren, I salute you.
he essentially did the same thing that Gene Warren Jr. did, which is make all these like great models and stop motion stuff.
Models.
And environments in which for all this to happen. So the first film he worked on was Kronos in 1957. That's obviously the Latin name for time. Do you know that?
Yes.
God, I'm on fire today. Fucking great. The Monster from Green Hell, which is, I think I saw that. Is it a green slime thing with eyeballs? No, it's something completely different.
It's purple.
Yeah.
Purple.
I love purple.
Can we talk about the movie, Ethan?
We kind of are. That's what we're doing. These are the technicians that worked on the scene.
Okay.
If you want to jump in with something, please do. But
Blah, blah.
Jack the Giant Killer, stop motion. He was a stop motion man, basically. Avalanche, Meteor. You ever seen Meteor? That's got Sean Connery in. It's a disaster film. There's a meteor coming to Earth. Sean Connery's just left the building and completely phoning it in. Natalie Wood's in it. Carl Malden, Martin Landau, Trevor Howard, the British actor. Richard Dysart from The Thing. Henry Fonda from On Golden Pond. And, of course, Easy Rider. It's kind of a list. Here you go, John.
It's kind of a list.
But yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you. The meteor does hit the Earth. It gets really muddy and there's lots of floods.
It gets really muddy.
And I think
Sounds like Glastonbury.
Sean Connery makes it out alive, basically.
Do they all take pills and listen to fucking synth music?
No, you know when the liquid nitrogen truck hits and the camera like pans up from where that guy's working, he's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That is Charles Stewart, and he was the props man on the film Terminator 2.
Nice.
He kind of finished his career in 2007. He was the set decoration buyer, so essentially he was buying cans of paint. Okay. I don't mean to demean your job, Charles, but that's probably what was happening.
I buy cans of paint.
So the last big thing he did was rendition and Miami Vice in 2006. Never really liked the Miami Vice film. Really bizarre tone and was nothing like the
Didn't
TV
see
show.
it.
I always thought it'd be like Collateral, because Collateral was like a great film. Really liked Collateral. But he seems to work quite a lot with Michael Mann, because he's got all Michael Mann's films listed on here. Charles Stewart.
Charles Stewart?
That's the name of the man.
Sorry, I just was totally taken. What's the stuntman's name again that does all Arnold stuff?
What do you mean?
Who does all Arnold stunts?
Oh, Peter Kent.
His ass is fucking amazing. I was just looking at it as he's crouched on top of the... well, not on top of, on the side of the truck as it's sliding, as it's going along. And those fucking tight leather pants. Cool, that's a peachy bum.
Well, let's break this scene down, Ellie.
Yes, let's break it down.
What does liquid nitrogen actually do? Because if it broke out like that, would the gas and fumes coming off it freeze the air and everything? I mean, what would happen to the concrete that truck like broke out on, and the liquid nitrogen obviously...
I don't know. I have no idea. I always wondered, because obviously it goes out as a liquid, but then all the gas comes up off it. I'm terrible with science. I haven't got a clue about elements and...
Is dry ice kind of the same thing?
Maybe, but I'm just saying that from a completely ignorant...
Because dry ice is the thing that makes smoke at film
Yeah.
sets and nightclubs, basically. We had some dry ice on a bar job once,
Yeah.
and if you touch it, it will freeze on your hand and burn it, basically. You can't get it off.
Ooh.
It's so cold, it literally, like, bonds
Is
with your
that
skin.
like what you have on them sometimes when you go in those fancy fucking trying to be whole, like, fancy blah, blah,
And they put
pubs.
bits of moss in it.
and they put like fucking ice over the pump where the beer comes out of and stuff like that.
Maybe. That
I
could be
hate
something
that
else.
shit. It's just like...
I know there's liquid smoke which you have in nightclubs when they pump it into a nightclub to give it some atmosphere and stuff.
I've been to some pubs around here. Like there's one up at the Wooden Hatch, and they have all this. They have the where the beer comes out of the faucet or whatever you want to call it,
Right.
and it's all covered in ice, and it's all like steaming, and it's just like ooh, it's all mysterious in this small town country pub. I just don't. I don't get that. Yeah, no. This scene is pretty fucking cool. But before we started watching this, we actually started watching a music video to this gay like steel mill stripper.
Yeah.
I'm a stripper boy.
Yeah.
Video. So every time, that's literally all that's been running through my head since we started this podcast.
Man to man.
Man to man, which is why I'm a little bit, I guess, distracted. Because this, as you know, we watched this 2 minutes on loop, and Ethan did show me this man to man. What's it called?
Man to man.
Male stripper.
Meets man Parrish, basically. I think man to man and man Parrish. I think one was a DJ and one was a band. The song's called Male Stripper, and it's from 1986. And it's brazenly the most gay anthem ever. I used to be a stripper in a pickup bar with the lyrics.
Yeah.
And the guy's got a moustache and the leather. He's got that kind of like Al Pacino in Cruising look, that kind of 70s, very hardcore, like gay.
It's like Terminator 2 and Cruising merged. It could be, because they've got the aviators from this movie.
Crop top.
They've got the factory, and they've got the gays, and they've got the leather from Cruising. It's all in there. It's like Terminator 2 and Cruising had a love child and created. Man to man male stripper. Yeah, it's amazing. You really have to check it out. I think Ethan's going to put it on the
I am. I put them
on
in
the page.
I put them in the show notes.
And then that also reminds me of the gay steel mill episode in The Simpsons, when Homer Simpson's trying to butch up Bart, and he takes him to that place. He goes, we work hard, we play hard, and it turns into steel mill turns into like this all gay nightclub.
Everybody dance.
Yeah, like pumping techno.
Well,
They
my
really do have all the
dry
fun, don't
ice
they?
story. I was doing this private event, and the ice had melted, and I had to make the beers cold again. So I put a load of fresh beers into an ice chest, and then unbeknownst to me, I ripped the top off this dry ice bag, and poured it in with the beers.
Right.
And there was a bit of water in there. So as soon as it hit that water, it just, yeah, basically the entire room filled with smoke, which is what happens when you mix dry ice with water. It creates the smoke that you see in films and nightclubs and stuff.
Fuck.
But anything in that dry ice instantly just became part of everything. So like all the beers in there were literally like frozen in time, like Sylvester Stallone in Demolition Man.
Oh my god.
And then when I tried to pour one out, it just broke off like the T-1000's arm, and all the beer in it was just frozen as well. It just went click, like the way his leg breaks off now.
That's fucking cool.
That's what was happening to the beers. And then we tried, there was a champagne thing. We poured the champagne out,
Yeah.
and it was almost like the handle. It just pulled up the entire block that was in the ice chest. So we could literally like pick it up like a giant asteroid, basically, of ice. It was full of like T-1000 frozen Heineken bottles and champagnes.
I wish we could do that now.
Needless to say, I covered it up, got rid of the evidence, put it in a bin bag and threw it in a bin, and then just restarted the bar. I went, it's for some reason all the beer's gone warm. We have to ice it again.
We have to like re-ice it again.
And never mentioned the fact there was
Ever
frozen ice.
again. And that's the end of that chapter.
That is the end of that chapter.
The life of the mixologist.
Uh,
Mixologist. I really struggle saying that word. Mixologist.
You shouldn't say it.
Mixologist. Bartender.
Yeah,
Cocktail.
it's a bartender. Let's
Tom Cruise.
some bad example. I don't know. Are they bad examples of rear projection? When Arnold's like heading towards the doorway of the steel mill. That's what it is. Steel mill, not a factory. Like that's blue screen. You know, when they're looking back through the car and they're being chased like John and Sarah. That's kind of a rear projection screen, not blue screen. Rear projection.
Why would they do that though? Why not just drive towards a real...
I think now, the way things are, and I think if Arnold was that young back then, he probably would have rode the actual thing more.
Yeah.
And they would have made it look better. I guess they didn't have the technology. It still looks great, but I think that's kind of dated it in some sense. But having said that, what are the other options? I suppose it's the best course of action to have rear projection, because if you try and do blue or green screen, then you get like matte lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Matte line, of course, is when they have to cut out the image they filmed against the green or blue screen, and then they kind of stick it on a background they want.
Okay.
As an example, in Empire Strikes Back, when they're in the snow speeders going across Hoth, you can see like this thick black line around all the ships that are flying.
Yeah.
That's called a matte line.
Right.
If you're doing a space battle, it doesn't matter because space is black, so you can't really see the matte lines. So like that kind of stuff when it's in a space battle looks fine, but when they like took the action to the ice planet of Hoth, because everything was completely white. Can you stop saying the ice planet of Hoth? Well, because it's
The
white,
Iceman
basically.
cometh.
They kind of corrected it a little bit at the special edition, but I think they have to change the opacity of the image that they stick onto the background. So the cockpit on all the speeders, when they were looking through from the pilot's point of view, you could see through like the struts in between the glass
Yeah.
of the background behind it. So they had to kind of like they had to fade the image slightly to get rid of the hard matte line. They kind of corrected it in the special edition. They can do that, but they can't make Jabba the Hutt look good. What's that about?
Yeah, you were saying when you showed me the first movie the other day that there was like that bit was added in extra. It did look fucking terrible. Why did they do that though? Why did they have to add that bit in?
What bit? Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah.
Well, it was shot for the first film. I think when they first made Star Wars, they didn't realise there was a hope it would be a hit, but no one believed it would be any good. That's why George Lucas never directed a film after Star Wars until I think 22 years later when he started doing, or actually 20 years later in 1997 when he started doing a Star Wars Episode 1. He never directed a film after that because it was such a harrowing experience.
Fucking
The
hell.
English crew fucking didn't like
22
him.
years.
They treated him like shit. A little bit the way they treated Cameron on the set of Aliens when they were like, this is Ridley Scott's film, why are you doing a sequel to it?
Yeah.
You know, we love Ridley, he's British, what the fuck you
You
upstart.
American cunt.
Yeah, you American cunt. Well, he proved them wrong. But yeah,
Don't shoot at Spaldner.
he didn't like them. They didn't like him. They shit all over him. They didn't think Star Wars would be a hit. They thought Star Wars would be such a fucking flop. They gave him merchandising rights as part of his deal.
Oh wow, well he fucking cashed in on that, didn't he?
4 billion.
Yeah, you know.
So he had the right to make all the action figures and toys and horse shit. And Fox threw that away. I think the biggest movie license, merchandising wise, up to that point was Planet of the Apes. But that was just like a few action figures. There were little tie-ins for things, but like not like Star Wars. There was never such a demand. In fact, when Star Wars came out, they hadn't even got the action figures or toys. They had a thing called the Early Bird Kit, which was a box with a certificate in it, which was a promise. If you bought this box, they would send you the figures.
Oh my god. It's like it's like an IOU.
Yeah, kind of. So it's a box.
They were selling kids IOUs.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh my god. Like taking candy from a baby.
Kenner
literally.
at the time, that's what they were doing.
Oh my god.
It was a box with all the figures on the front. In fact, let's
attack. Pew. Pew pew pew. Pew.
Early bird box. Early bird kit. So that's the box basically for the early bird kit. This will be linked obviously in the notes below, and it became a diorama that you'd unfold and put each figure on, like on each bit, and one foot would go in there.
I would have been so gutted.
So there was a Sand Trooper, C-3PO, a Death Star Trooper, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and a Jawa. And yeah, have fun and reveling in the movie. So you'd buy that, and then the following summer you'd be sent a pack of figures based on what should come in that pack, but you have to buy the empty box essentially first.
Did you buy that?
No, I wasn't aware of this. It was an American thing as well. I think by the time Star Wars came to England, which weirdly would be like maybe a year later, I think we got it in 78. And that's what it looked like had you got all the figures.
Very nice.
Yeah.
If you're gay. Anyway. Back to Terminator. Much better movie. Ethan, when the T-1000 is walking through the liquid nitrogen, how did they get this effect on him? What did they how did it make it look like he was covered in ice?
Okay, what do you think? Basically, the scene is, if you are watching with us, let me just go to the exact point. It's around the 2 hour, 9 minute and 31 second mark. The T-1000 is kind of like walking, and it's when his foot's about to break off, basically.
It's very robotic, like. He's gone from liquid to, like, T-400.
Yeah. So what do you think they've used on this, Ellie?
I haven't got a clue, dude.
Have a guess.
Ice? Actual ice?
No, it's not ice. But it's so simple.
Fake snow?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They put white makeup on him, like glitter glass, like
and just smoke,
sparkles, and they literally just got the spray snow you'd use on a Christmas tree and just sprayed his face and body with the fake snow.
Holy fuck!
It's literally that.
That looks so good. But see, this is what I mean. What I love about old movies is how inventive these guys had to be. They had to, be resourceful. They had
I love
to
the way you say old
around.
movies. To me, this isn't an old movie. I was like 15 or 16
No,
when
but
this came out.
no, what I mean is from today. So if this was shot, if this Terminator 2 was shot today, the T-1000, this particular scene, he probably would be CGI'd. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like an old movie, as in we're actually using real people. We're actually having to be resourceful.
But literally, look, if you watch it, look, it's spray snow, sparkles, glitter basically.
Mr.
Spray
Sparkles.
Snow. Yeah. It's good.
And all these little
it's just spray snow.
That's fucking awesome.
I suppose it's meant to convey like the spiky crystalline quality of ice when it's like freezing the air or the moisture in the air around him and it's sticking to his body. That's what it's meant to look like, I guess.
So how did they do this bit then? When he collapses to his knees, so he's walking and his leg breaks off.
Well, that was a bit like when Richard Dysart is doing the autopsy. Sorry, trying to revive Norris in the thing, and he's got the defibrillators on his chest, and the chest opens up and bites his arms off. And like Rob Bottin said, the arms were like wax with like rubber veins and fake blood. And
I love that they use an actual like fucking.
They used an amputee, didn't they?
Yeah.
Same with this. The shot where the leg breaks off, it's a double amputee. So
Is
it's
it
like
actually?
is it a double? I think he's a triple amputee, so he's missing one arm and both legs.
Jesus.
And they put him in the cop uniform, and then they suspended him on wires with 2 fake legs from the knee below, and they stuck.
Sorry.
Ellie loves laughing at the afflicted. The actor,
I'm just remembering Flipper Boy.
well, the actual stuntman they used basically to do this was Larry Johnson. So Larry was, I think, a double or triple amputee. I know his legs were definitely missing. So they put him in the cop uniform with 2 fake legs below the knee.
Yeah.
Did the liquid nitrogen effect, spray snow, the water on the floor, the smoke, pumping it in. And then basically they used a thing called Thatcher Glass, which is like a fake movie glass.
Yeah.
So when he yanked his leg, which was stuck to the floor,
Yeah.
off, it just broke
just
at the knee,
breaks.
and then all the bits of glass would
Shatters.
shatter on the floor.
Oh, amazing.
So yeah.
Fuck, that's cool.
So you got Robert Patrick walking, walking, and then this bit is now Larry Johnson.
Wait, no.
After this, yeah,
This is
when the shoe
walking,
he tries and he
walking.
breaks the leg off, and the arm, that's all. That's Larry Johnson.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can tell a difference in
go.
the shape of the
Snap.
face or anything.
Oh, not the face. Sorry, the legs. I watch it now. It's Robert Patrick with his arm behind his back and a fake arm. But yeah, that's Larry Johnson.
That's Larry Johnson.
Robert Patrick.
The way he looks. Why does he look so shocked when he looks at his arm?
I thought that, but I guess it's to convey oh my god, I don't know.
Because
Why would he look from anywhere? You'd imagine, because all his stuff is from the front. I think even shooting him before Arnold turns the truck over, and Peter Kent runs at the bonnet, and in the story shooting the T-1000 in the face. Now that would disrupt his body, but that wouldn't really affect it very much, would it?
that's what I was thinking.
If it's like a robot version of the Thing, essentially, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
it would be
Yeah.
every part of it would be an individual machine. It would be looking from all. You'd have stereo vision or 360 vision all around below and above.
Vision.
Yeah, literally like a spider on steroids.
Oh my god. Actually, that reminds me of that little weird video, Spiders on Drugs.
I missed one thing off my list of things to make Robert Patrick look icy.
What?
They cut cellophane into little bits and stuck it to his body, so it was looked like little shards of
because it
glass.
would, because they have
And then put spray snow on top of it, so you get the extra spiky bits of snow on top of it as well. So yeah, Robert Patrick was covered in chopped cellophane, Christmas sparkles, and spray snow to simulate the ice forming.
Maybe that's what my next TG outfit should be. Can you just cover me in cellophane and sparkles?
Yeah.
It pretty much sounds like your outfit.
Yeah, I did that all freestyle because I remembered the commentary, but I've written it down. Yeah, suspended from above on an overhead rig harness. And other shots was Larry Johnson for the legs breaking off. The rest was Robert Patrick.
That's fucking nuts, man.
So there we go. It was shot in the warehouse stage in Saugus, California. That's where they shot at the steel mill, basically. And there we have it. That was episode 65. We've slightly overrun on time, but there was a ton of waffle and pointless stuff in there. I've put links under the show notes for Man to Man Parrish, male stripper.
Can we also put Spiders on Drugs, a link to Spiders on Drugs as
The
well?
effects of liquid nitrogen on the human body. I've put 2 links for that there. And I'm going to put the Chicken Hawk documentary, which I saw a couple of days ago, which is quite frankly so shocking. I couldn't believe it.
Well, let's talk about Chicken Hawk on the next episode.
All right.
Okay. Let's save that.
We'll save that for the next episode.
But listeners, just remember Chicken Hawk. You're in for a fucking treat. Seriously.
It's basically
No, don't.
All right.
The cliffhanger.
All right.
Let's cliffhanger this motherfucker.
all right.
Yes. All right then. Hasta la vista.
We shall be back.
We
either
shall be back.
tonight, or we'll do another one tomorrow with episode 66. Ooh.
Ooh.
Order 66. You won't understand that if you don't watch Star Wars. Execute Order 66.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. She doesn't like Star Wars. Anyway, we should return with episode 66. Hopefully tomorrow, Sunday, or because yeah, we'll do it. Well, might do it. We'll see what we feel in 10 minutes. Might do it in a minute. I don't know.
Hasta la vista.
Baby, you motherfucker.
Sheets. Watch out for machines, they're unstoppable. Watch out for machines, they will go